Today's presentation will be on how to collaborate and communicate with Microsoft Teams. What we'll be covering today is what is Microsoft Teams, as well as the different ways to communicate via Teams, what is Teams channels, video conferencing within Teams, Teams in comparison to similar platforms, as well as some additional tips and information. So what is Microsoft Teams? Teams is a proprietary business communication platform developed by Microsoft as part of the Microsoft 365 family of products. Teams offers workspace chat, video conferencing, file storage, and application integration with other 365 products. This application is fairly recent. It was released in 2017. Different ways to communicate via Teams. Teams provides a user-friendly chat feature that allows you to input a number of people to send a message to. The limit is 200 people, so it is perfect for large-scale communication. As you can see on the left-hand side, this is what the mobile app looks like. You would select this button in order to start a new chat, and you can see the different people that you have a current chat with, and you can view your calls, your calendar, and your activity and more from this location. Starting a new chat. You would start a new chat by selecting the message bubble. Next, you would enter the name, email, or tag to include the person you desire. Lastly, select the icon that looks like a paper plane or press enter when you're ready to send your message. So this is what it looks like on a desktop or a PC. You would select this in order to start a new chat and enter the person's name here. And then when you're ready, you would simply click on this button or press enter on your PC or laptop. Creating a group chat. To create a group chat, you would select a new chat in the far right corner. Then you want to click on the down arrow and the to field and create a name for the chat where it says group name. So earlier, as you see here, we click on this, but instead, since you're going to add multiple people, you want to make sure you click on this so you can enter the group name as well as various amounts of people. Continue. Add the people you wish to include. An important thing to note is that Teams saves the entirety of the chat's history, starting with the first message. Even when a person leaves the group, their messages will still be available. So as you can see here, you have the option to include chat history or to include it from the past number of days or include all chat history. Sorry, I meant to say don't include chat history. And then once you select one, you would just simply add, and then that will be the standard going forward. See who is in a group chat. To see who's in a group chat, you will select the view and add participants button. It looks like two people with a plus sign. It is in the top of the chat to show a list of everyone's names. So as you can see here, it will be in the top right for both web and mobile. And then you'll be able to view whoever's in the chat as well as add people and leave the chat. Helpful tips for managing teams. If you are the owner, if you are the owner of a team, you can make others that you invite a co-owner. This will distribute responsibilities amongst trusted participants. Owners are responsible for managing settings, memberships, and sending invites to collaborators. Microsoft Teams channels. Channels are sections within Teams to keep conversations organized by specific topics, projects, and discipline. So as you can see here, once you create a channel, you can also lock them, which we'll be going over, and you can name them so that you know what each channel is about. And this is what a breakdown of a channel usually looks like. You can share files in these channels and they will be stored in SharePoint or OneDrive, which is a document management and storage system within Microsoft and a file hosting service. And as you can see here at the bottom of the screen, this is where you would go to see where your files are. You can create channels open to all team members, which is considered standard, selected team members, which is a private channel, are selected members inside and outside of a team, which is considered a shared channel. So as you can see here, this is what it will look like when you're assigning the channel to a specific group of people. Within channels, the owners can enable moderation. By doing so, they will designate moderators within a channel. Moderators can start new posts in the channel and can determine if members can reply to existing channel messages. They can also add or remove other moderators within that channel. So as you can see here, you would just enter channel settings and then select if you want moderation to be on or off. And then you would, after that, you will designate your specific moderators. And then there's different options. It's kind of covered from this, but you can choose like if you have guests within your channel, you can choose if they can start a post or not, or if only people that are within your organization can start new posts. So continuing on, video conferencing in Teams. In Teams, you can make an audio or video call. You can make video calls with up to 20 people in a group chat. If you want to start a call with someone you do not have a chat with, you can do so from the command box, which is the search bar at the top of your screen. And this is what it looks like, a very simple, generic call button, and that shows the camera and the phone. Key features of video conferencing with Teams. You can record the meetings for reference and to share with participants. Teams has screen sharing capabilities. You can also add captions for more clarity, accessibility. You can choose a background or upload your own. Readily available reaction buttons are there to engage with others. You can view and download the attendee list. So as you can see here on the left side, this is what it looks like when you're viewing the options that you have, which is to lock the meeting, download the attendance list, and manage permissions. A helpful tip: if you or an org that you are in have Teams, they can purchase a calling plan. This will give you the option to use the dial pad to make calls like a typical phone. An additional helpful tip: the number you call does not have to be associated with you or collaborators. Enter their name or dial the number. You can enter the name if you allow the app access to your contacts, and then it would call the number for you. Teams and similar platforms. We'll be going over Zoom and Google Meet. Teams versus Zoom. In Teams, if you have participants outside of your organization, they will not be able to access all features of Teams. With Zoom, participants only need to be provided a link in order to engage with the host, regardless of organization. Zoom handles larger meetings better, with a cap of 1,000 people if you have a license, versus Teams being 200, and Zoom has better video resolution. Teams is a versatile application, whereas Zoom is mainly focused on video conferencing. Google Meet versus Teams. Google Meet is better suited for lone users. Microsoft Teams is more oriented at corporations and businesses. Teams requires app installation, while Google Meet can be used in a browser. Google Meet is easier to use, and Teams requires a steeper learning curve. And here are some additional resources that you guys can view once you're sent the presentation later on. And that concludes today's presentation. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to learn this lesson with the Cyber Seniors Mentor, please go to www.cyberseniors.org or call our toll-free number to register for a one-on-one.